Hello everyone, it's Sean, and here I am with my completed list of Star Trek Playmates figures from Memory Alpha. So now I have to go through all my carded figures and figure out what exactly I possess so that I can get it working. Yes, I know the phone is moving in weird directions, but that's because it needs to charge. I don't want to risk it being, well, give me a minute. Let's just hope the battery lasts long enough that I can go through here and figure out everything I've got. So, I do not have a LaForge loose. I do have a loose Thomas Riker, though. I don't have Troy, at least in loose form. I'm trying to go through here and figure out everything I've got. So, I think I'm going to just have to start with the carded figures that are here and do them one by one. So, let me bring the chair over, set it on its tripod, bring it up. So some of the figures go by the stock number, like 16033. Well, that is Worf in his Klingon uniform from DS9. So I can at least mark that. Green. Green as in I have it. But I'm going to try to get a more robust green for this exercise. Put them on the floor as I account for them. So that was All Good Things Riker. It's all mixed up, so as I pull the figures off, it's going to be hard to find everything. I mean, you're looking for DS9 now. Oh, Sulu from TMP. I know I have him, but I do not have Uhura. So there's Sulu in yellow. You know, I'm going to switch to a blue. It's All Good Things Picard accounted for. I try to put the specific episode in the front, like that. So if it's colored in, I have it. So now you're looking for All Good Things Worf, who's here. All Good Things Worf. Yep. Now you need All Good Things Data. I don't think it's under 95. All Good Things Data was in the 1997 figures. That's why you couldn't find them. They weren't all released at the same time. That's the problem. They should have been released in the same year as a set, but they weren't. But you know what? I think I'm going to save the highlighter and move to checkmarks. Mirror Universe Odo, or Flashback Odo. So I have to look for him in somewhere else. I hope he isn't all the way in Section 3. But this is the only way to find out everything I've got. Constable Odo in TOS era. No, that's not him. It's not Mirror Universe Kira. What is the number? 6446? Maybe that'll help narrow it down. 6446, huh? 6446. Now, if they're in order, but they're not quite. Well, what about 6430 then? There is no 6430, and that's a common number. It's common among everything. There it is. Flashback Odo. Okay. Check mark. Alright, who's next? Vedic Barile. So he is 6236, so he's going to be a lot earlier in the run. And this is helpful because there he is. There he is. Good. Have it. So I'm just going to put them in a pile. I'll put them away later. Oh, now we're getting into Voyager. Okay, who's the first one? Oh, DS9. Gul Dukat, right? Oh dear, he doesn't have a number. What is his year of release? 1993. Okay, so we go back to 1993. And we just go down the list, you see. Now, I've been smart enough to put in the series, so all we have to do is narrow down to DS9. And go, all right, Gold Ducat 6207. Now I know my card doesn't write 6207 on it, but that's good. That's good. Okay. All right, so now we continue on the top shelf. We go to 1995 and go into Star Trek Voyager, which is all nicely on this page here. So we'll start with Neelix, who is either 6480 or 6489. He's 6489. Good. There you go. Then you have the Vidian, who is either 6480, but there is no 6480, or he's 16463. Vidian, huh? 16463. I think is what I'm looking for. Oh, Vidian figure, 16463. Got it. Right there with the check mark. Although I'll say have it. That makes it stand out more. Okay, so we're getting there. Slowly. Oh, and I found out it is the stock number that you got to look for, not the assortment number. It's the stock number. Separate number for each figure. And if you look closely, each figure has a collector number on the card. So she is 16465, which means she is one figure after the Vidian. There you go. All right, so the list is taking shape slowly, which is great. And then I'll put them all back in. They fit 3 wide, so that is helpful. Harry Kim, 6484. Because I want to hurry and get this done before Saturday. Because I won't be home on Saturday. I'm driving to the toy convention, and I got to know exactly what I have. 16462. Kazon Warrior. There you go. Cass. 6488. Good. I have most of the main cast of Voyager, the one that showed up on my book anyway. 16461 is Mr. Carey. Good, got it. He's the one in the second episode, Parallax, who competed with B'Elanna Torres to get the engineer spot on Voyager. The chief engineer spot. Chakotay, 16466, good. You don't have to do the color as long as you write in the word. Z. And that way you don't wear out the poor highlighter. Ooh, the Doctor. Okay, he's part of the main cast, so 6486. Good. You know, you might as well, this seems like a good time for a thumbnail. There. All right, so what's the next figure in line? 16460. That is Ensign Seska as a Bajoran. I picked up most of the Voyager line. Don't worry, I have all those Ziploc bags for their figures. Okay, now we're getting into the combined line, which I believe was 96 or 97. So 16155, which is Dr. McCoy in his dress uniform, which is on this page. You see? And now he's not a 30th anniversary figure, but you can see his completely accurate TOS accessories. Even the tricorder has its silver accents. All right, what's next? I believe this is a 30th anniversary figure of Captain Pike. He held some value, so 6448. Uh-oh. 6448? So unless I'm... Oh, no, he's not there. What is his year? Well, he's a 30th anniversary figure, so he's at least 1996. 6448. Ah, there he is. Right there, Captain Pike from the cage. There, so if you have the book, there you go. 30th anniversary figure. I don't know what's going to be the thumbnail. The Traveler, 6436. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I have it carded. I'm glad that the figures I have at least match these numbers from Memory Alpha. It would be a real shame if they didn't. Harry Mudd, oh dear. 643. What is his year? What is his year? 1997. Okay. Well, I don't think 1997 is on these front pages. Oh, well, he is. Oh, there he is. Oh, 161. Well, it is Harry Mudd, so I can say have it. And there's one more figure, and then I can put the top shelf back in place. This is Dr. Pulaski, 6428. Released in what year? 1995. Okay, so we page backwards to find Dr. Pulaski. So, she is 6428. 6428. Oh, there she is. I got her. There's the page right there. Okay, so we have about 4 minutes left. We'll see if we can cram in the top shelf. I mean the bottom shelf. Look at the poor doctor's foot. Well, that's obviously his hip joint. Look at how his foot turned inward. Don't worry, I'll fix that when I open him. I don't want anything to happen to him. They're all going to be open anyway, except perhaps for a rare 30th anniversary figure. So, everything will be fine. I don't worry about it. I'll be back. Now, I know I said I probably wasn't going to open 30th anniversary figures, but Captain Pike was the most expensive, so I probably will open him. I mean, he'll probably be the only one I don't open. So now we're getting into the regular TNG line, so I'm looking for 6038, which apparently isn't in 1992, so we're going to have to check out 1993. And there it is, Dr. Soon. See, there he is there, Dr. Soon, 6038. This should be relatively easy. It's so strange. I mean, she really must have been a Canadian exclusive because she wasn't even mentioned on the Memory Alpha website. I'm not finding her anywhere. Well, then you might as well move on to Ambassador Sarek. Oh dear, what year is he? 1993 again? Yes. But he appears to be on a Canadian card, and that's why I'm having quite great trouble finding him. I'm not able to find him anywhere. 1993, so we're looking for Ambassador Sarek. Not Spock, but Sarek. I'm not finding him. So he must be a rare Canadian exclusive, so that's why I'm not opening either of them. They are staying carded. Captain Kirk in his spacesuit from Star Trek Generations. So he is number 6930. And there he is. Captain Kirk in the spacesuit, 6930. So I can now say I have him. Good. All right, let's keep going. Just 2 minutes left. The Nausicaan is once again not mentioned, so he must be a Canadian exclusive. Anything that has Canadian French text is all a Canadian version. That's why its numbers are all different. All right. Well, let's see. Kalar. See, once again, she's a thing. But you have an entry for Ambassador Kalar at least. I know. I saw an entry for Kalar. Ambassador Kalar. So, I don't care if it's the French. Ah, see? 6059. That's good enough. It's good enough to say I have it, even though I have the rare bilingual Canadian edition. Well, of course, I'm finding most of my figures in Canada, so I can't exactly complain. So now I have to look for Sela. You know, this is the one figure that I actually got autographed by Denise Crosby. So, of course, I won't open her. It's not helping my checklist when it's a lot of Canadian versions I have that weren't even mentioned on the Memory Alpha website. That's kind of depressing, but that's okay. I'll just do what I can. 6024, Klingon Warrior Worf. Well, at least I have him. 6024. Which he is right there. And there he is, Klingon Warrior Worf. So at least I have him. Alright, adapting. Based on my book. You know, there's the American number. There's the Vorgon. So we're reaching the end of the video, and I don't have the entire second shelf emptied yet, but you get the general idea. Might as well end up on cue with his judge robes to finish the video. See you later.